Do you truly love yourself? Digging deeper, hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a question that might seem simple, but it's much more complicated when you really think about it. Do you truly love yourself? We hear about self-love everywhere, from motivational quotes on social media to self-care routines. But here's the thing, is self-love just bubble baths and affirmations? Or is there something deeper we're missing? Let's be honest, self-love can sometimes feel like a performance. We show the world a confident face on Instagram, but what about that quiet nagging voice inside? You know, the one that whispers doubts and insecurities when no one's watching. This disconnect between how we present ourselves and how we feel deep down can be a clue that something more complex is going on. It's often not just about what we say we feel about ourselves, but what's lurking beneath the surface. Imagine your self-esteem as an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg is what you consciously believe about yourself, what you see and present to the world. But hidden beneath the water lies the vast majority of your self-perception, your subconscious. This is where your automatic beliefs, past experiences and emotions sit quietly, shaping how you really feel about yourself. Here's where things get really interesting. Psychologists Ryan P. Brown and Jennifer K. Bosson explore something called the Narcissus Paradox. You've probably heard of Narcissus, the figure from Greek mythology who fell in love with his own reflection. It's easy to think of narcissism as just inflated ego and self-obsession, right? But what if narcissists, and maybe all of us, to some degree, are experiencing a deeper struggle? Brown and Bosson suggest that while narcissists project confidence and high self-esteem, they might actually harbor deep feelings of inadequacy beneath the surface. Think about it for a moment. Have you ever resented yourself as confident and sure, but internally felt something different? This gap between our conscious self-love and subconscious self-loathing might be more common than we realize. Now, here's a question for you. Do you truly love yourself? Or are you just saying you do? Let's dig a little deeper with some thought-provoking questions. 1. When you experience failure, what's your immediate reaction? Do you criticize yourself harshly? Or are you able to show yourself compassion? 2. If you compare yourself to others, is your self-worth tied to their success? Or can you value yourself independently? 3. Do you find moments where you feel unworthy, even when you've done your best? 4. And perhaps most importantly, do you constantly seek validation from others, whether it's in the form of compliments, likes, or attention? These are easy questions, but they're essential to understanding whether your self-love is authentic or just surface level. What lies beneath could be a complex interplay of self-doubt, fear, and perhaps even self-loathing. It's like the myth of Sisyphus, eternally pushing that boulder uphill. The struggle for self-worth and love can feel like that sometimes. A constant, never-ending pursuit. But here's the truth. You don't have to prove your worth to yourself or others. You are already worthy, just as you are. So, how do we move from surface-level self-love to something more genuine? Here are a few steps you can take. Mindfulness. Start paying attention to that inner critic. When you catch yourself in self-criticism, ask, would you say this to a friend? Replace harsh thoughts with compassion. Journaling. Dive deeper into your thoughts. Write about your feelings and explore the stories your subconscious might be telling you. What hidden narratives have shaped your self-perception? Celebrate small wins. It's easy to be hard on yourself. Instead, Start celebrating small victories. They matter. Progress is more important than perfection. And remember, self-love isn't about arrogance or perfection. It's about accepting yourself for who you are, showing yourself compassion even in your darkest moments, and realizing that you don't need to earn your own love. So, I'll leave you with this. Are you ready to stop performing self-love and start feeling it? The journey might take time, but I promise it's worth it. Thank you for watching this episode of The Thought Experiment. If this resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you approach your own journey to self-love.